girl's gonna tell you. Are you ready? I'm gonna tell you the clear signs that you guys overlook, miss nearly every single time. Like, this girl could be throwing her cheeks in your face, and sometimes y'all just be like, I don't know. And then other times it's like, well, no, it's not for me. No, fellas, there's signs, and I was just being a little extra there, but there's signs that women will literally make it clear in their head. And I say make it clear in their head as in a woman has a mission sometimes. When she wants you or to send a message out, she has a mission to send it out in this way. So it's clear signs in her head as in, if I do this, if I do that, if I show this, it's gonna work. And so sometimes, like I said, some fellas miss it, and today I will help you. I hope so. Okay, so please give this video a big thumbs up. Remember, check out everything that's down below. Book with your girl. Check out my website and, of course, my other channels. And we cannot forget about Patreon. All right, so first, clear sign. Y'all know we got 3 today. So the first one is hitting you late at night. What she will go ahead and do is, what are you doing? Now, I'm putting the ring ring. The ring ring is going to come soon. Hey, you're never going to get the hey. But you're going to get either you hit her up, and that's rarely, as in this situation where she did hit you up, whoa, there's a reason why she wants that. Yeah. But here's the thing. Because it never really happens, when it does happen, it sends that huge message. Now, because it doesn't happen, once again, often, we got to get that, okay, there will be a time where she wants it and then she'll hit you up out of the ordinary, or she'll hit you up when it's something she would never do, something that woman will never do. Once again, y'all make the moves. Y'all hit her up. As much as she might not want to hear that, what are you doing? Best believe certain times she wants to hear her. Certain times, it's like, you should have not said, what are you doing? You should have said something else, but it would have worked if you would have said something else instead of what you said. You get me? So back to us trying to understand what women, and I'm going to keep this simple because we have the other points, of course, right? But to get her to understand the whole late hitting you up, to get her to understand that, you know, you're available and making time is really just to answer her. Like, when a woman wants to D, she's not trying to pursue, she's not trying to go after you. That's the thing. And before I completely move on, I need y'all to get that she's sending messages out most times. Whether it's clear, or it's not, what she's expecting is that you're going to make that move. So if it's a little, let's say like that, a little initiative that she has to take to make a move, she will maybe. And depending, once again, on how much she likes you, it's going to happen. But in other cases, you're going to have a woman send you the sign of, hey, what are you doing? Or I've been good. Last thing, and you got to take this in. Last thing is that if you start a conversation with her and it's late at night and then you're trying to see her, that could be a sign that she wants to see you too. So, you know, most times I'll tell you guys, you know, be confident, be about yourself. So in this case, if you feel like you can confidently see her, or you want to take that shot, which is more actually realistic, then you ask her. A lot of times women know you won't. You're too scared. And that's the thing, like, whether you are too scared, let's say you're not even a scared person, she still knows that she's this looking. She does this, brings that. All this type of things that this woman could bring, would bring, has to offer, it's there. So it's like, it's applying pressure in her own way. But y'all are letting it affect you. Fellas, you can't. You gotta let yourself, of course, go ahead and let her hit you up late at night. See her, see what's up. Obviously, don't do dumb shit where she's like, okay, you're crossing the line, or I knew you would be that type of guy, or hey, guys are like this, or honestly, in your specific case, she'll be like, you're doing it too soon. I don't want it. So with all the examples out here, clear sign that she wants to see you is hitting you past, you know, that 12 o'clock, 12 p.m., which is not even that late. It's really 3 a.m. You got to think about modern day after the club, right? So realistically, after the club, 3 a.m., and then we could just talk about if you guys are actually really in a relationship And it wouldn't have a time period at that point, generally speaking, at that point. But overall, there's going to be times where she wants to see you. So whatever you guys have, whether it's a real relationship, serious relationship, entanglement, situationship, friends with benefits, sneaky link, oh my goodness, I could keep going, but whether it's any of those things, however it is, you just got to get, you as a fella, that you have to play your part as in being there, and then understanding that, hey, she wants it, so you got to be prepared. And I only say that last thing before we get on to the next thing. The next point is that it's not going to happen all the time. So it's like, you know, even if she's stingy or she doesn't want to give it up, or if she's willing to, just go ahead and understand it's there. You know, like, some fellas also try to ignore it, all right? So the next thing, and I'm going to elaborate. Trust me, I have a whole lot more to say, but I'm going to move on and elaborate in the next video. So the next thing is teasing the heck out of you. Teasing is such a fun game for a lot of women, and it's because she doesn't have to say nothing. Teasing is about, I'll tell you this to get you going. Teasing for a woman is gonna be, well, if I do say this, you're gonna be like, okay, that's what you're about. So teasing is almost like a playful act, or almost like a safe act for a lot of women. And I'm not gonna get into details. Once again, I could do a whole separate video, and that's kind of my plan anyways. But teasing is really kind of like a strategy, right? Same way you guys have strategies as a man to, like, don't say so much. Be more invested in yourself. You know, show that you're really working on yourself. Women have their own ways as in teasing. Say certain things. Be playful. Now, I know not everything is always done for the right reasons, of course. But the whole idea is that certain actions get you what you want. And some of you fellas know this. You guys do your part, but most definitely a lot of women do their part and know what they could do to get what they want, or do what they do to have life, you know, happen the way it should for them. So if we have a woman tease you, most times it's going to be told, she's telling you things that is going to work for her. So you're being told things that are interesting to your interest, like, you like this, you like her, you like to go here. She's gonna tell you things that are possibly gonna happen. Those are next steps, like after getting to know you or telling you the things that she likes, and you guys might have chemistry. It's also gonna be what could be potentially happening. Like, some girls will give you this dream of, like, you guys will be a couple or be together, and I ran to being a couple as in sometimes that's what you guys want. Or some fellas want to get quick into whether it's a relationship or being serious with her. Y'all want to jump into that instead, when that's just her goal. But realistically, it's like you're seeing what could be, and she's showing you what could be but never last, if that makes sense. It's really just trying to give you a false hope. So if we fall into the category of teasing, it's somewhat of a mind game, unfortunately. But if she's obviously about you, she's really about you, she's really showing interest, she's giving what she's supposed to, then situations are going to change. Like, obviously, you're not going to have any other, you know, circumstances that's going to apply where, you know, she's faking it. Maybe she's genuine about it, but what is her intentions? You got to pay attention to everything and read between the lines, okay? So it's going to be important for when she's teasing you to pay attention to the words that she uses. What does she tease you about? Sometimes teasing can be bad, but in this case, obviously, I'm talking about good. So it's more of like sexual, like, I want you, come here type of vibes. Or if she's taking it light, super light, or just in general, somebody wants to take a light, it's going to be just jokes where it's not going to be, oh, this next level. So for her sake, it's going to be, I bet you can. Those are some types of examples where it's like, I'm just getting you warmed up, or I'm trying, or I'm going to just stimulate you somewhere, or get your mind going. And then other times it could be, hey, you know what? That looks so good on you. It makes you look like this. Or, I bet you can't, but you know what? I know you have this in you. So teasing is going to be different things. It could be so many, and that's why I keep saying it has to be a different video. But these different examples that I gave you guys is like showing you that a woman can literally play, be playful. And I'm going to talk about flirting in a different video as well, because everything has to be done separately so you can clearly understand. But that applies back to teasing. Those are the things that women kind of show in the process of talking to you, getting to know you. It kind of comes out where I'm feeling you. There's the interest, but it also will let you know as a man, are you bringing enough to the table in other ways? Not materialistic no more. You know, status and all that stuff matters, but you're bringing your personality, yourself, as in your energy, you, being, let's say like this, funny, being characteristic in your own way, like you understand things in your own perspective to be yourself. That brings value, that brings confidence, that brings who you are. And so all that still applies to teasing, as in she will mention or notice or like these things about you, but it applies back to her. So fellas, the moral of the story is that you can give a woman all that you have to give, all that you can. And if you didn't watch that video of me talking about your best will never be enough, just check out my channel. But your best can never be enough. So if you're dealing with this woman thinking that you have to change these things, do all these things accordingly to get her, you could possibly get her, but it will always be for the wrong reasons. So that doesn't even matter, because that shouldn't be your option. But realistically, if you're doing it to get her, it's not going to mean nothing, as in she's not going to value you for who you are. You want you genuinely for what you became, your ultimate goal to be who this person is. Every accomplishment that you ever made, you want that to be what she wants a part of her life. She wants to see that or see more in you. But sometimes some fellas kind of jump the gun and say, well, it's okay if she doesn't do that, or if that's not a part of what she feels, that's fine. But realistically, fellas, I just gotta say this. There's never a time where it's fine. You always gotta get that 100%, but it's what you make out of it. So if you get those hints, you get teasing, you get some sort of like fulfillment from her trying to pursue you, it has to be good intentions. It has to be genuinely, that's what she wants from you. And if it's not that, then why are you wasting your time? But if that's what you want to do, understand that, you know, it's all games. You just want a woman to actually want you for who you are and accept you for your personality and the growth that you have within yourself. And so now that we're wrapping up, I want y'all fellas to get that you don't have to be like every single guy out here that woman's been with, that woman that you want, but you gotta be what she likes as a man. Like if she likes a guy that looks a certain way, does a certain thing, that is what she likes. So if you're the complete opposite, reconsider if she's for you. But if she is for you, then you have to basically what she likes, become that in your own way. So if she likes a guy that does activities all the time, find something that's your hobby, your life, that makes you happy. Do it all the time. Be dedicated to that. So you almost show her, or more importantly, you show yourself what you could do, what you could bring to the table, what you could bring for yourself, most importantly. Actually, in your own life, what is it that you can transform to make you happier, more healthy, and most importantly for some guys, more alpha, more sigma, more masculine, more grown? There's a lot of things that you guys are skipping and not applying to have the results that you guys want, of course, to happen. And those results get you more women, of course. So ultimately, when it starts back to you guys, if you're not playing your roles correctly by fulfilling what you have to do as a man to get to where you want to be or get closer or keep working, just keep working in general, you're never going to have women come to you, but you're never going to have it actually be you, that type of guy. You'll never be high value enough. Let me say it like that. I'm sorry. I wanted to just say it that raw. Like, you'll never be high value enough until you know what you want, who you want, and you're so clear with it. So you're making clear decisions, knowing what you want, where it ultimately, all these things that I've said could ultimately lead back to a woman, but it doesn't get you that woman fully if it's not done correctly. So half-assing it, as in doing exactly what women want you to do, or thinking, I'll give her this, I'm going to keep doing this for her, you're going to end up getting to a point where it's not worth it. It's going to catch up to you in the bad way where you shouldn't have never did it, but the lesson is going to be learned. And so sadly, it's like you have to kind of take that route of being yourself, because you're never really going to get the complete full win. whether you get it short term or later on it's feeling good, it's gonna feel even worse 10 times later on. So fellas, you have to watch out what you're doing. Those decisions that you make, and as much as it might seem like a slight, and then the other things that you might not take so serious, take serious, but pay attention to every single thing, because it matches up, it adds up, and it comes back into where you're gonna end up, whether it's with her, a relationship, something serious, or it's like, you know what, you don't even know what you want. That could happen, but then it could lead to wanting what you want. Either way, with all the options that you have, it's like you're not getting nowhere ultimately, unless that you completely know that this is what you wanted, this is what you went after. So you can get the girl of your dreams, but you'll not be completely happy when she's using you, trying you, doing things, or when you don't know if you really love her, you teased her for the wrong ways. All right, so get to know yourself, know what you like, what you want, and then building that confidence and having it appear, you're gonna make correct decisions on what woman will be in your life, but then what decisions you should make in your own life to make you improve, be more high value, and show the worth that you really do have in you. It's really in you. It's really about you bringing it out. All right, so I'm gonna leave this video at this. I do, of course, have more to elaborate on, but y'all know how it goes. Y'all will see me in my next video. Check out everything that is down below, and bye, y'all.